Hey, welcome to M Puzzles and Builds. In this video, we're going to be putting together the Lego Kingfisher build. This was one of my Christmas presents from one of my best friends, and I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. Kingfishers are brilliant creatures. The way the sunlight shimmers off of them is beautiful, and they are really cool. Looks like this comes with like a podium, and then a little bit of water, a little fish for the mouth, some reeds, and of course the Kingfisher itself. Now this is a 834 piece one. That's its set number. Honestly, yeah. I'm really excited to put this together. It's part of the Lego Icon set, which is the more like unique kind of style ones. I'm pretty sure the Polaroid camera that I've done before was also part of the Lego Icon set. I could be wrong, but I think that's like what these kind of sets are. Or they're more unique. They're not like the big brand ones like Harry Potter or Star Wars or Marvel or things like that. But you still get beautiful things like this, and yeah, let's just get started. Let's get going. Right, so here we are. I'm gonna use the app like I have done for all the other Lego builds so far. The reason that I'm doing that rather than using the book is because I like the way you can pinch and zoom and rotate the images around on the app. I think it's really fun, and it makes it quite satisfying to put together. Right, let's get to building. I always tackle these Lego builds by putting all the bags to the side in some sort of order, and then when I'm tackling each bag I use sorting trays to put the pieces into and try to have the same colour all together in one tray. If there's a massive amount of the same colour or too many different pieces of the same colour to have in one tray, I'll then use a second. The colours where there's only a small number of pieces, they'll often share a tray because I don't want to have lots of trays sitting with only a few pieces in them. And since these trays are red, the red pieces stay to the side. Once all the pieces are sorted, I'll then follow the guide from the app, which I never make mistakes doing. Now that I've explained my strategy for sorting, when it comes to the start of each bag, I'm going to share with you an interesting fact about kingfishers from the Scottish Wildlife Trust website. I'll link that in the description. Here's fact number 1. Kingfisher courtship occurs in spring. The male will approach the female with a fish in his beak. He will hold it so that the head of the fish is facing outwards and attempt to feed it to the female. If he's unsuccessful, he will simply eat the fish himself. He may have to repeat this feeding behaviour for some time before the mating occurs. Here's fact number 2. They close their eyelids as they dive into the water. They bob their heads just before diving to accurately judge the depth of the fish. Fact number 3 time. The design of a kingfisher's beak is aerodynamically efficient, allowing it to dive from its perch towards its prey with maximum speed and minimum splash. In fact, the beak design is so clever that the front of many Japanese bullet trains are modelled to mimic it. Fact number 4. A kingfisher pair dig a nest tunnel in vertical, sandy riverbanks. The nest chamber at the end has a slight depression to prevent eggs rolling out. No materials brought into the nest. So, I've encountered a bit of an issue here. I'm missing 2 pieces to progress at this point. I've looked in the trays, in the bags, in the box, and there's no sign of them at all. My only choice at this point is to stop and take a break while I wait on the replacement pieces arriving. I got the pieces, had to go through a site where people and companies sell spare Lego pieces second hand, since the Lego themselves have still not yet sent them out, but I've got them, so I get to continue. This is where I figure out that I'm an idiot, and I wasn't missing any parts at all. When it told me I was to build 2 of the object, I didn't realise that it meant that once I was finished the first one, I would be given instructions again for the second one, and instead thought that I had to build another 2 to finish this part. I waited 4 days to get the replacement pieces before I found this out. But at least I can continue now and finish. Knowing if it comes up again, I know what to do, and I won't make that mistake. Fact number 5. And the final fact. Once out of the nest, the young are fed for only 4 days before the adults drive them out of their territory and start the next brood. 2 to 3 broods are often raised in a single breeding season. And here I am finding out I have made a mistake somewhere in the assembly of the head of this bird. I have no idea how far back this was. I try to take apart as little as possible, but finding that step where the error was made is much further back than I was hoping. This is complete in 3 hours, 35 minutes and 46 seconds. There was a few things that really delayed it, well, caused it to take so much longer than it probably should have. Mainly the fact that I thought I had missing pieces. Then I thought that I had other missing pieces, then I realised that I didn't have any missing pieces, and when I had built the two, I had pressed the tick button to say that I had built the two at the same time rather than one then another. So that was the first big mistake, and then the next big mistake was when I was putting this head together, and I had got almost all the way through it and had to completely undo it to change one thing and redo it all. But yeah, so maybe it would have been about 3 hours, 5-10 minutes otherwise without these mistakes. But yeah, what a stunning piece this is. I love it. So cool. The water effects with the splash, the plants, the reeds, the little fish. Honestly, this is beautiful. I'm so happy that it came together so well. And thanks again to my friend for buying me it for Christmas. Very much appreciated. Let's finish this episode off, and I'll give you the nice slow turn, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!